So guys, today back from a video on the channel. Today we're here for the Newcastle United versus Leeds player ratings. It's been such a long time since I've done a player ratings, and the last 10 performances have been worthy of doing a player ratings. But tonight I think I could actually do a player ratings where I've actually sat down and thought, you know what, we weren't that bad, but he still needs to be sacked. But he won't now. He will get sacked. I don't find well he won't be sacked now. So we've won, but at what cost? We didn't even win the game. Footing. That's Newcastle United for we're happy over a performance that didn't even get a result against a team that were in the Championship last season. Anyways, lads, let's get the player ratings now. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Watch the reaction and the rant if you haven't watched it already. Anyways, lads, let's get the video now. Starting off with the goalkeeper called Darlow. For both of the goals, he couldn't really do much. One save he had to make was a Fabian Shaw one, an own goal. But it's sad to say, but I want Dubravka back in. Darlow's been immense this season. He wasn't bad today whatsoever. I just have that bit more confidence in Dubravka. And I think, I don't know, I just personally think Dubravka's the keeper that we should start. But we'll see them videos later on in the week. But for me, I want to say Dubravka. But Darlow today wasn't bad whatsoever. I'll give Darlow a solid 6 out of 10. Next, right, we'll do the centre back. Starting off, we'll do like this. He is the centre back, but he's playing there for some reason, and then he got moved to a right back. Isaac Hayden. He was the one who came out and spoke about the game against Aston Villa, and it was shite. And yet again today in the first half, it was shite. Like, we were awful. We were really, really bad. We just, it was awful in that first half. And I didn't think really, did he really put a foot wrong? Can you remember anything that Isaac Hayden done that maybe cost us the game? Not really. So, considering he had to play in two positions that like not his natural position, he done well tonight for that. And I'm going to give Isaac Hayden a 6 out of 10 as well. The next centre-back was Jamal Lascelles. I've slated him in recent weeks, and I don't know if it's him who's done it or if it was the manager. I'm not going to say his name. In that second half, because obviously someone said at half-time we came out a lot more better. But Jamal Lascelles, I've criticised him a lot, and today he was actually quite good, to be fair. Hit the bar, dangers off corners, and that's the Jamal Lascelles we all knew. So where's that gone? Like, I'm not on about just come back from COVID, obviously a different story. But since Bruce's came in, has he really had a good game at the club? No, not really. I wouldn't say so. So for me, I'm going to give Jamal Lascelles a 6 out of 10 as well. Fabian Shaw next. And in the second half, he was playing as a CDM. And Rafa done that back in the day sometimes, and it worked. And it definitely worked today. I think Fabian Shaw, he's a player that, if the team plays good around him, he plays good. He's not that type of player who he'll be the only good player in the team. And he was good today. He got banged all over the park. The first couple of minutes, he's down with a shoulder injury. Obviously, we knew what happened last season against Spurs. And then his mouth started pouring blood. And he fired. And that's great to see. I don't know if that was for the manager or for the club or just for himself. It was a good performance from Fabian Shaw. Loads of solo runs, which we know that he can do. So let's use that more. We know that he can do it. Let's use that to our ability and get him forward. Why not? It worked in the second half. Hopefully the manager is seeing that and he can use that in the next game, hopefully. I'm going to give Fabian Shaw a really good 7 out of 10 today. We've been given a positive rating so far, considering it was a loss. Let's do the full-backs, the wing-backs, the shite-backs. We'll start off with the actual wing-back in Jamal Lewis. Could have won us the game. Could have won us the game. And that's everyone's just going to speak about that. In the first half, he tried to Ronaldo chop two players and try and go in between them. What are you doing, mate? Just play simple football. I wouldn't have minded if you turned back and passed the ball rather than try to pass the forward in a really tight angle while he's doing a skill that he can't do. Crazy, but he could have won us the game, and that's the most disappointing thing about it all. I just thought that Leicester goal where he had the ball and he just put it in the bottom right hand corner. Fuck knows why he went top left. I don't have a clue. He could have went in that bottom right, like what he done against Leicester last season when he got the iconic goal of his career. But no, nah. Jamal Lewis, 2 out of 10. Jacob Murphy, absolutely embarrassing. The facts are right. I had a kid message me on Snapchat, and guess what he said? Murphy's been one of our best players this season. First goal, his fault. Why are you dilly-dallying? The amount of times I've had to say them words is ridiculous. Southampton, I had to say it loads. Chelsea, I remember. When we played Man United. They just all the ones on the top of the head. What's he doing? Just get rid of it. Or pass it to a teammate. It's the Premier League. No team is going to have time on the ball. Especially against Leeds United, a high-pressing, strong team. Don't do it. It's simple. Just don't dilly-dally with the ball. Just keep it and just stay calm. Nervous, shocking, 0 out of 10. The two centre midfielders. Let's just start off with the actual midfielder. Well, I say the actual midfielder. Fuck me. John Joe Shelvey. Done one thing the whole game, a solo dribble in the box in the second half. Apart from that, he was embarrassing. We understand that Sean Longstaff has been good this season. He hasn't played since I think the FA Cup game. Play him. Play him against Everton. Play the Longstaffs together. Because he can't play anymore. But he will. You'll get, oh, but he was good in the second half. No. Nah. Not for me. Nah. Free kicks. Awful. Corners. Embarrassing. Just not good enough from John Joe Shelvey. For the sake of that solo run, and he actually got us a goal. I'm going to give John Joe Shelvey a 2 out of 10. Jeff Hendrick. Why is he still playing? Why has he even got a contract at the club? Fuck me. He was awful. He was shite. The couple of passes there and there that you expect to make as a midfielder. Not good enough for me. Why is Matty Longstaff not starting? Why? Why could we not just play 4-4-2 with Mankiw right back rather than Hayden? Hayden centre mid with Matty Longstaff. We could have won that game. Hands down. Hendrick was shite. Oh, what? He made a block in the second half and made a couple of just passes that create space. Apart from that, absolutely shite. 2 out of 10. The attacking players now will do Ryan Fraser. Really good to see him in the side. But how crazy it is that only 2 years ago he was linked to move to Arsenal for 50 million. Now he can't even get into the Newcastle team. He started today. And he didn't. It took a long time for him to settle in the game, and that was the most disappointing thing for me. Like, if you're a winger of his calibre, getting 14 assists with Wilson in that season, you've got to be doing better, in my opinion. When we conceded, the ball got given to him. I posted up the Insta story, and he just lost the ball and didn't have any intention of winning the ball back. And that's the most frustrating thing. He's a really stubborn player, and you've got to play his way of football to get the best out of him. And at the minute, we're not. Simple as. Ryan Fraser, 3 out of 10. Miggy next, and I think Miggy was our man of the match. Not just because of the goal, his work rate. There were times where he had to do the pressing of the centre midfielder to then go back on his side on the wing to then to press the goalkeeper to then press back to the fullback. What he does is not acknowledged from like pundits and whatnot. What he does for a football team is stupid, right? Just because he doesn't score all the time, just because he doesn't get the assists all the time, doesn't mean that he's not a good player, right? Because you could be amazing, you could be one of the best players in the world, but if you don't work hard, you'll never get anywhere, and that's to do with anything in life. If you don't put anything in, you'll get nothing back. Miggy put the work in, he got his goal that he deserved. Good work from Miggy. Our man of the match today, I don't think it was worthy of a massive rating. I'm going to give him the same as Fabian Shaw, 8 out of 10. And Callum Wilson, finally, there was a couple of times in that game where he was getting so frustrated. He was winning balls. He muscled off 2 players to pass the ball for then the players either to lose it or for them to just not acknowledge that it's there. There was one time when the ball went to Hendrick and he just looked at it. And what the fuck are you doing, mate? Press. Get to that football. But no, he didn't. And you can say Wilson was getting frustrated. Got the assist for Miggy's goal, but he hasn't scored in a long time now. And we need to play to his strengths. And guess what that isn't? Play no long balls. Just don't fucking do that, Bruce, man. I said his name. I said I wasn't going to say his name, but don't no long balls. They played like what did in the second half. Play Fabian Shaw as a centre midfielder. Get what centre midfielders going forward. And just go for the game. Like, it's not hard to tell the players, go for it. It really isn't. Don't fuck sitting back. No. I didn't care if that's his home or away or in the fucking Saudi Arabia bloody National Cup or whatever, right? Any league in the world. You didn't sit back. You didn't just chill. You've got to fucking go for football, man. I actually seen Newcastle, if you're watching, I think it was Oliver, he put something on saying like, oh, I'm actually slightly enjoying it now, something on the lines of that, right? And that's because we went for it. We're not asking for fucking Champions League. We're not asking for the Premier League title, Bruce. We're not asking to be fucking top of the league. We're asking for a bit of hope and a bit of oomph going forward. And we're not getting that at the minute. In that second half we did. But in the first half, there was none of that. Absolutely zilch. So, back on to Wilson. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. And then the subs, I'm just going to briefly speak about them. Maxie's back. And he's not his normal sell. He's not as quick. You can see that. Obviously, COVID hit him really hard. But he's back. And he was doing bits today. He was taking on players. He was showing why he wants to be in the team. But he's got to take it careful. Because if one run could just... Because he obviously has to be working his muscles so like loads. If one muscle pops, he's out for 6 months. Easily could happen. So we've got to take with time with him. We've got to just ease him into the team rather than forcing him into the team, because we'll just ruin his fucking career. He's too good of a player to ruin under this donkey. So Maxie's back. Gale didn't out, apart from an awful free kick. But player ratings, boys. It's been a long time since I've done one of these, and like I've said, I'm not doing player ratings for when performances were like against Villa and other games. This performance was a little bit better, so I thought it was actually worthy of doing a player rating. So I'm not going to just go 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So I've actually given some decent ratings today, considering we've actually lost the game. Anyways, lads, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and yeah, boys, I'll see you all in the next video.